Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm still having problems with this fiberboard. I've had a couple of glaze firings recently and it's still shrinking. It's also starting to crack. And this is double thickness, so that's 100 centimeters thick, each one's 50. The company did get back eventually. In fact, it was only a couple of days ago they replied to my message. Apparently it needs to be flat against a wall. It kind of more or less is, because behind here there's two pillars, so it's only this part that's kind of floating, so to speak. And I've see folks, just grab my torch, just wedged a bit of the fibre board down there to try and stop it going back. I wasn't thinking when I did that, because I can't really see down the bottom now to make sure it's not coming away anywhere. Oh, I can just. So yeah, the firing went reasonably okay. In fact guys, I should have left the pots in the kiln shed to show you. It's chucking it down with rain here today. It's been a beautiful hot week. Lots of pots for the bin. There's my high-tech backdrop, wallpaper backing. So yeah, some I'm happy with. Little hedgehog planters, just with the bought oatmeal on. These little burners. Hedgehog money box. This had the copper red glaze on. I actually emailed John Britt, and he was kind enough to reply in regards my struggle with this glaze, and he suggested that I add borax for it instead of Jersley borat, but it hasn't worked. Yeah, it's a strange one, it really is. This is a new ash glaze that I'm playing about with, a Frasca ash glaze. I quite like the pale blue. Again, it's a bit of an unpredictable one. The kids did these, by the way, folks. Well, I threw the little tea light holders and they cut the patterns out. So that's it again. As you can see, it's nothing like that. I think it's just to do with the clay body. So that's an odd one. That's the copper red with with the sorry folks, I keep forgetting, I've got so many things going through my mind, with the borax for it instead of the Gillespie borat. Yeah, I really don't understand that. This turned out nicely. Oh. Lots of the crawling glaze over my Temaku, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, I've gone back to a smooth clay body, and I wasn't paying attention. I didn't think that this would run easier, because it's not on a grobbed clay. I should have known, really. As you can see folks, that one stuck to that kiln shelf, which has also got a crack running through it, so I don't think that's going to last much longer. It's been used so many times for different things. This was once the chimney. So that's a shame. That's for the bin. The rest of the ash glazes came out nicely. These were all refires, the goblets and that. Unfortunately that's distorted a little bit, but it's still quite a nice little decanter. It's a really thin coat of ash on these, as you can tell folks. And this is on the grogged clay. so it doesn't run anywhere near as much. My Mayhem mugs, this is another mess about really. This is Nuka on the inside and the outside, and then dipped into the ash glaze to here. I thought it'd run more, but I really like where it was really thick and almost falling off as I was putting it in the kiln. In fact, I pushed it back on with my thumb. I just really like the way it does that. Cracking. Look, this was paddled with rope wrapped around my paddle. Chino glaze, so that's quite a nice chow wan tea bowl. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I may do that rope texture again. My left and right pour in jug. Just a gimmick. It's quite nice. Nuka over oxide slip. Quite like that. This likes to be fired a little bit longer. Gives a little bit of a shine to it. That was in the hotter part of the kiln. You can see these are much more matte. I may refire those. I'll see. Yeah, I'm just making some wine coolers for somebody. Having a mess about with some Picasso inspired decorations. After a visit to the gallery in Leicester, I threw a plate with these 3 fish on, and it sold as soon as it was put out on display. So I don't know why I haven't made them sooner. That should really pop once it's got a clear glaze over it. Yeah, I'm just having a bit of fun with these. This is a cobalt slip over a white slip, so hopefully that will look nice once it's clear glazed. Oh yeah, these little pouring bowls. This is another clear glaze recipe that I've had a go with that I'm really happy with. So if that works out cheaper than my store-bought glaze, I'll be doing this in future. And it's rated for cone 6 as well. The stuff I buy from my clay suppliers more towards cone 10, so it comes out a bit milky sometimes, whereas this is nice. I'm happy with the colour of the cobalt. That's just mixed with rutile. Cobalt and rutile with water. Brushes on lovely. So yeah, I'm happy with those. Probably went a bit heavy with the ash. So, not a bad firing, I don't think. Just mixing a little bit of a concoction up here to try and fill those gaps in on that fibreboard. What's in here? Let me think. Talc, china clay, ball clay, and a bit of feldspar to try and melt it together. I'll have to see how that works. Oh, a little Father's Day present for my children. I have to look after that well. Okay everybody, hope you're all doing well. Thanks for watching everyone. Bye for now.